What's up, family? This is your man Taz Malak from Malak News TV. And we got a interesting one in here today, man. So the new threat, the new American threat is UFOs and aliens, which is something that your government's been knowing about for a while now. But it's been going on well long before your government. It's been ancient civilizations have even known about this too. Let's get straight into what they're saying, and family, let's really talk about it, because this is really something that I think everybody needs to know about. Let's go.
Ranking Member Crawford and committee members, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here today to highlight.
And this is going on at the Pentagon.
Defense regarding unidentified
aerial phenomena. Conversation.
Since the early 2000s, we have seen an increasing number of unauthorized and/or unidentified aircraft or objects in military-controlled training areas and training ranges and other designated airspace.
So they're saying that they've seen
frequent
these so-called UFOs in their training spaces and their airspaces
to
of the
a number
military.
Of factors, including our work to destigmatize reporting, an increase in the number of new systems such as quadcopters and unmanned aerial systems that are in our airspace.
So America's basically trying to up their
Mylar balloons and other types.
They're trying to up their stuff to
and improvements
so they can better,
of our
I guess, investigate
to detect things in our airspace.
What these are.
Almost
like
2 years ago, in August of 2020, Deputy Secretary of Defense Nordquist directed the establishment of the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force within the Department of the Navy. The UAP Task Force was built on the foundation of the Navy's initial efforts to respond to the reports from our aviators on unidentified objects observed in our training ranges. The basic issues then and now are twofold. First, incursions in our training ranges by unidentified objects represent serious hazards to safety of flight. In every aspect of naval aviation, safety of our air crews is paramount. Second, intrusions by unknown aircraft or objects pose potential threats to the security of our operations. Our
so they're saying that these UFOs,
so any intrusions that may compromise the security of our operations by revealing our capabilities, our tactics, techniques, or procedures are of great concern to the Navy and the Department of Defense.
You hear that?
From the very beginning,
you know what that means?
We took these reports very seriously. We instituted a data-driven approach
in other words,
to the investigation.
There's a chance
we could collect as much data as possible.
They may try to go to war with the quote-unquote aliens.
To analyze and make informed decisions on the best ways to address our findings. Our main objective was to transition UAP efforts from an anecdotal or narrative-based approach to a rigorous science and technology engineering-focused study. This data-driven approach requires input from a wide variety of sources. In the early stages, the task force worked to standardize the reporting mechanisms and processes to make it as easy as possible for personnel to report any engagement, so that we were getting that wide range of reporting that we needed. We also spent considerable efforts engaging directly with our naval aviators and building relationships to help destigmatize the act of reporting sightings or encounters. And we worked with naval aviators.
And how are you going to destabilize
additional equipment to record any encounter. Navy and Air Force crews now.
See, understand something, family. They're just not letting you know about it because they're letting you know it's time, quote unquote, it's time now. I know a lot of y'all are familiar with the movie Independence Day. I think they have some other movies too, but Independence Day, when I was younger, was one of my favorite movies, actually. And it's, they're basically fighting against these aliens. Something that's been known about. I think it's something that they understand that they're going to have to do. Understand something, family. Their kingdom is falling, right? Just going to keep on. America's falling down. They're on their last leg. They're dying in population. That's why the people out here just going on mass shootings. They hate the fact that people are dying right now through this Russian and Ukraine thing. You understand? They're trying to keep their white power structure going, but it's falling. Their next enemy and their biggest enemy has always been you, but it's not physically you that's the enemy. It's just you're the counterpart to their biggest enemy, which is these quote unquote aliens. Now, regardless of how anybody takes it, you believe it or not, those quote unquote aliens is your redemption. Now, you have to watch what you listen to them bringing out from the government, because they're going to give you truth, they're going to give you lies, and then they're going to give you speculation. So you have to understand what's true from the lies from speculation. they'll say things like, oh, well, we found these aircrafts and all this type of stuff. They haven't found no crash freaking aircrafts. Where the bodies and all that type of stuff. They haven't found anything like that. Now, what they have probably dealt with are demonic spirits or demonic beings. They've dealt with them. They've gotten technology through them. But as far as the heavenly beings, they don't have no aircrafts, anything, any information on that at all, other than pictures of lights, cameras, action. You know, this is basically all that these people have. And you know, so they know that they're gonna have to go to war one day, and they know they're gonna lose horribly, but they're really trying to. And they look at America's so occupied with other things right now. They're basically fighting Russia without sending the American military over there to fight them. This is the reason why Joe Biden has been pumping so much money over there. So much money over there that you work for. Then he's been pumping it right over there. So your next biggest enemy now is going to be the aliens. But hey, it's not your enemy. Let them fight. That is not your enemy. You are a slave still. You have nothing to do with anything. You understand? So I probably will go watch the rest of this, but I don't really think there's too much meat to get off of this. You know, they basically said what they said, what they're going to do. You know, they're going to pump more money into this. And this is the reason why, if you remember before then, Donald Trump was talking about a space force, right? He was talking about creating a space force. If I'm not mistaken, the space force is still around, but I just haven't heard them ever mention anything else about it since, you know, Trump was out of office. But now it's coming right back up again. They understand it's a threat, but they understand because they're seeing a lot more. The world is collapsing, the economy is collapsing, food shortages, gas prices are high, rent is going up high. People can't get a formula for their children, even though you should breastfeed, but understandably, some women can't breastfeed. Some women may have to work all the time where it's kind of inconvenient and probably can't even pump. It's possible, right? And there are people in all types of different situations. So I do understand some people do need a formula. But let me tell you something, women. For you women who do not need formula, please, for everybody, breastfeed. Leave the women who have to use the formula, use it. If nothing is wrong and your milk is pumping out, put your baby on it. There's nothing wrong with it. It might hurt at first because you haven't been breastfeeding, but you'll get used to it and it will go away. Trust me. Love you, fam. Hey, y'all, man, watch out on this news, man. Watch what's going on, man. Don't pay too much attention to the skies, but do watch on what's going on in the skies at the exact same time. Stay smart, stay wise, stay blessed. One love, peace, shalom. And I'm gone.